get this race underway. The red lights will be coming on to an all-RAG front row. Marcel Chinchik and Erhan Yuyovsky off the line together. It's very even. Yuyovsky immediately makes a good start and pulls over to Darren McCormack to try and block him in. Chinchik will take the line. McCormack shoulders him off. Outside line for McCormack into turn one. Chinchik will defend. Here goes McCormack round the outside. Moritz Lerner into all of them. They're all over the case. Here goes McCormack. He'll go through on Yuyovsky very possibly, but what a start that was.
Liuzzi, eat your heart out. Where did Moritz Lerner come from in all of that? And this is massive for Marcel Chinchik, because of course Erhan Yuyovsky's going to fight Dara McCormack. It's nearly a second lead for the Hungarian. This could be massive for RAG. To the inside, Dara McCormack goes for the outside line, generally prevails here as he gets his way through. This could be big for the Irishman.
Here goes Darren McCormack round the outside. Marcel Chinchik is away and gone at the moment. Side by side through Lesmo 1. Erhan Yuyovsky is playing the perfect teammate at the moment. He's in second place. Darren McCormack couldn't get through. The gap is already nearly 2 seconds.
Yeah, now the thing is for Darren McCormack, he needs to get through straight away. He needs to get through and past. He needs to run away. That 1.8 second gap, if it grows any more than that, this is done. It's over. As Erhan Yuyovsky's going to try and defend up towards Ascari. There's no move from Darren McCormack just yet. But this is massive for the championship.
It absolutely is. Is this gap enough now for the Audi that has been so strong so far today, and especially at Monza as well? McCormack can't afford to waste any more time. Yuyovsky knows that. He's defending already into the Parabolica, which you don't see very often. It's only going to cost more time.
Oh, is he deep there though?
Yeah, quite very possibly. It'll be the cutback from McCormack, and not a great exit really either.
No, let's see then, onto the start finish straight. So this almost could be ending up being an anti-climax because Marcel Chinchik's gone. He's checked out. He said he wanted this track to be the one that he comes through. Moritz Lerner received a drive-through for reckless driving. Of course, we haven't seen a replay of the start, and we don't want to go to it now because here comes Darren McCormack. He's trying to get past Erhan Yuyovsky. He's trying to get up into second place. Joshua Rogers trying to follow him as well. As Erhan Yuyovsky might get muscled out here, but he's doing an amazing job for his teammate. But this could be big for Darren McCormack.
Surely Darren McCormack will go through now, even though the Audi has his nose in front. Josh Rogers will be involved in this as well, you'd imagine. It could be free wide. He'll push McCormack as much as possible. Josh Rogers to the inside with free wide into the second chicane, and the Australian will go through.
Whoa!
There's contact, and Rogers is through. There's more contact, and McCormack is pushed backwards. The RAC drivers around the outside now. It's Josh Rogers who's in second.
Listen to the noise in here. Porsche Commander have brought their entire fan base. My goodness me. As to the inside, it's James Baldwin on Bennett. They're fighting regardless. They're trying to do something, and Kevin Siggy's going to come through his three wide again.
It's not particularly helping his teammate either, Kevin Siggy, but he's there anyway. This is going to get tight in towards Ascari.
Oh my goodness me.
Benito as well. Oh my goodness. Yoni Tomala side by side with him. Inside line for Bennett. He's through. Baldwin and Siggy go side by side through Ascari, as do Benito and Tomala in the two BMWs, and Marco Page is here as well.
Unbelievable elbows out from all of this lot. I know they're not fighting for the win. They've let Marcel Chinchik go, but they're fighting for points. They're fighting for glory. They're fighting for fun. It's their last time potentially on track. And with the top three as finalists, you have to say, surely it is going to be over after this race. There is the man that is leading right now, taking a little bit of a look in the mirror, setting the fastest lap of the race. Marcel Chinchik with nearly 4 seconds lead after 2 laps of racing. His teammate, you've got to say, he's got to give something to his teammate.
And McCormack's going through here as well. Rogers is very smart and knows.
That's genius.
He knows that McCormack may even be quicker. Let him try and catch up at the very least. If they start to fight, Rogers will be there as well.
If you ever wanted an example of Joshua Rogers being one of the smartest racers in sim racing, that is it. Because he's, like you're saying, you're absolutely right. Darren McCormack might be faster right now. Even still, Darren McCormack's got the slipstream. There's no point in defending. Let him take that speed. Let him catch as much as he can to Marcel Chinchik. Let McCormack throw every single bit that he can at this. As once again, Baldwin's going to lose out a single position. Benito makes his way through. But this is mega Marcel Chinchik.
How would you be if you James Baldwin at the moment, because you were 1 sector away from winning at the Nürburgring in race 6. Of course, everything happened through that chicane, and in the end, he's down in ninth. He's hoping for a miracle at this stage.
Yeah, it's been, like I say, it's been a long afternoon for some of these. Some of these drivers have only been in finalist mode for one race. Some of them have been in it for a few now. And like you said, they've not taken their advantage. Marcel Cintich has been in it for the longest period, but it might have taken him 4 races, like you say, to achieve his destiny. It's a big calling for Marcel Cintich. He's started out this year, by the way, really, really strong. He's been one of the most consistent drivers through the championship. He's got 6 more laps to do if he wants to finish on top. And the only person right now that can beat Marcel Cintich is Marcel Cintich.
Absolutely, yeah. Only thing that's going to change this race result right now is going to be a mistake from the RHG driver out front. What about the team tactics for them? We knew that having 3 in the second day would be crucial. To be fair, Jiri Toman hasn't really played much of a role in it because today, for whatever reason, not been quite so strong. However, he's there as well. Yoyoski played the perfect teammate. To be fair, Toman is here right now.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's coming on strong, like you say, when he needed to. He's got ahead of Haniowski. And I've got to say, once again, Josh Rogers not trying to go through there, but with that 3.7 second gap, it's not going to be really close downable. So on the left-hand side, we've got the replay. Let's take a look as to what exactly happened with Moritz Lund. You can kind of see there in the tiny little speck of red and white. So he's trying to get to the outside of, I think, James Baldwin. He drives his way in way too deep. That's why he got the drive-through.
Wow. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an innocent party in that when I first saw it.
I will say, I can guarantee that he feels real bad right now.
Probably does, yeah. And he's not even driving anymore, actually. So he's...
oh, is he really?
He stopped, he's just sat there, so, yeah. So...
I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I feel...
Like, well, I mean...
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's his fault, but you know, I do feel bad as well. This is the move for Darren McCormack, though, on Erhan Yoyoski. Eventually, what saw him go through. It took a very long time, though, didn't it? It was on the inside line at turn 1, then through the Curva Grande as well, when you've got the shortest run through there, which is a good idea, but Yoyoski plays this well, pushing him as much as is legal, and then Josh Rogers makes it 3 wide.
Yeah, I mean, even seeing this on replay, it almost deserves a clap. That is sensational from Joshua Rogers down the inside, just squeezing over a little bit, making a little bit of contact, just about fending off Darren McCormack. That was insane. That shows how good Joshua Rogers is in his quality.
And I forgot about this. This is 3 wide into Ascari. The biggest, Marco Payet sandwich you've ever seen? Or was that Baldwin? It was Baldwin, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
With the 2 red lines either side of him. It was Bennett getting through, and then Benito alongside, Siggy alongside him. Benito was alongside Tormala there.
Yeah, it's hard to pick out, as this might be it for Rogers getting down the inside. You can see it both on the left and on the right of your screen. As we send our way through, is Rogers up into 2nd position on McCormack.
I think it's slightly quicker maybe to exchange positions maybe and catching Marcel Cintich, but at very best they're catching by 1/10 of a second a lap or so, and with nearly 4 seconds of a margin, that surely won't be enough.
Yeah, well, here we go. Darren McCormack then trying to make his way maybe back through. I think they're consolidated with the fact they're battling for 2nd position. Jiri Toman, Erhan Yoyoski fighting out as well. Again, they're fighting out over little bits of prize money, whatever they can get in the championship. Any extra points here and there, it'll push them further forward, even if they're in finalist mode.
What is the countback for this as well? Because right now, Rogers would move level with McCormack on points.
I think it's like previous race win.
Over what? The major or the whole thing?
I think it's over the major. I don't know, I've not read the rule book. You think I've read the rule book? I didn't even read the rule book as a competitor. Well, I will tell you someone who has read the rule book. I hope they're team managers.
To be fair, McCormack has won 2 rounds and 3 races today, and he won yesterday, I'm pretty sure, at least once.
Yeah.
Well, once.
I think it would be McCormack in that position because just purely based on wins.
Even though Josh Rogers has taken 2 race wins as well, 2 round wins as well in that format. However, yeah, I think you're right. I think McCormack would take it nevertheless. He will be hoping, of course, that Toman gets involved maybe with McCormack, and that might be the change for 4th.
Well, RHG, McCormack having a bit of a look there. I will say RHG, they were denied the team's championship. Redline just had a little bit better of consistency through the team's championship, but they have had a really good run through ESL R1. They started out, they are definitely one of the strongest teams. That has been shown. I've even seen Romain Grosjean saying about how much he supported this championship. Let's see if Jiri Toman, one of his drivers, can make his way through on Darren McCormack now. He gets to the outside, almost a little bit of squeezing between the two. The 2 of them almost come together, basically. The 86 on the inside of the 18. It's quite tight, but McCormack's able to hang on a 3rd.
Just about. Toman looking very strong in this race, though, and if he was able to show this kind of pace throughout, then he really might have been up there. Started the day in 6th in the standings, but he's down to 10th now. He will jump over Enzo Benito as things stand, though, and end the day in 9th place in the drivers' standings, pushing Benito down to 10th. But at the moment, it's still Marcel Cincic with 3.5 laps to go and 3.5 seconds of a gap.
Yeah, he's not got long around the Autodromo Internazionale di Monza, which to take victory, which he said before. Again, he's looked confident, he's looked comfortable. Remember, the first lap time we saw around here was just the most incredible lap time. He was on pole by 0.2 of a second yesterday around here. And he's showing exactly why he likes the circuit, why he wanted this circuit. Maybe if this was the 5th circuit, we would have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, as we were speaking to him earlier on, clearly he knows exactly where he's going to be good, where the Audi's going to be good, and knows how to make use of that as well when he gets there. There'll be 3 more laps at the end of this one. The battle really is going to be for 4th in the championship between Rogers and McCormack. Bennett is doing enough right now to hold on to 3rd, while Baldwin is doing the same in 2nd place, thinking about prize money, thinking about championship positions at this stage.
Yeah, these are like moves for thousands of euros. I mean, for Rogers, so he's joint on points with McCormack.
He is right now, yeah.
So if Toman comes through...
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. The 2 RHGs are going to want to get involved to just stop the momentum even more. And so Darren McCormack has got to fend off Toman here to preserve his 4th place.
Yeah, and like you say, for McCormack, this is like him holding on to this position is worth thousands of euros as he tries to get down the inside of Toman. Toman with the inside line for the second part, might well be making his way through here, squeezing out a little bit as the Williams drivers try and defend his way through the exit of the Rettifilo up towards Curva Grande. The green highlighted mirrors of Darren McCormack aren't quite enough to push him forward. The lone Williams in all of this, and Erhan Yovski's coming back into the mix, a race winner already today. Oh. Let's see if it's going to be 3 wide through the exit of Curva Grande, but obviously onto the brakes. Haniowski doesn't want to try his teammates' patience that much.
No, he certainly doesn't. Toman wants to go for the undercut himself here and get the inside for Lesmo 1. He will just about get there, Willie. He's going to stick it down the inside here, and Yoyoski will gain a bit as a result, but nice drive round the outside from McCormack. That's allowed Rogers away with 2nd.
Yeah, certainly so. Onto the brakes through Lesmo 1, out wide from Erhan Yovski. Even I can hit that apex better than that. Come on, mate, get back involved in the fight. Keep to the back of Yuri Toman. Keep to the back of Darren McCormack as we ride on board with Toman now on the left-hand side of your screen up towards Ascari. Let's see how early on the brakes McCormack's going to go. He's going to send it in as deep as he can to try and fend off the RHG duo behind.
Yeah, I heard a lot of clicking in the background, by the way. They're really jamming down the gears again. They do really jam down the gears very, very quickly indeed. There's the RHG team pacing around. Oh, goodness me. Just on the phone.
There's Risto Capit.
Oh, there's Risto. That's where he is. Just a bit backstage at the moment. Going to celebrate with his team if indeed Marcel Cincic can pull this one off. Head in hands kind of stuff. Nervy times. At the moment, Marcel Cincic is going to be ESL R1 Spring Champion in 2023.
Yeah. This is a big final couple of laps, a big final twists and turns of Monza onto the straights, getting the exits perfect. Darren McCormack, though, he's focused on defending from Yuri Toman, who's got to the inside this time as they head down towards the Rettifilo. It will give him the exit around the outside. That's in way too deep. There's battling behind as well.
Benito, there goes sailing into turn 1. No idea how that's all happened. Oh, dear me, what a mess this is. Baldwin in the middle of a 3-wide moment involving 2 red lines. He's going to want to go to the inside. He's in the wall. James Baldwin down to 11th.
Yeah, obviously Moritz Lerner will stay behind after his drive through. There's Darren McCormack once again defending from Yuri Toman. This is big for Rogers because it will give him an extra position in the championship.
Here we go with Yuyovski. He tries to go through as well. Not sure McCormack will know the situation. He probably will. That's a great drive round the outside from Yuyovski. He's going to get just about enough room. He'll eat a bit of gravel. And then we'll have to tuck in at Lesmo 2 on the penultimate lap. But this looks like it's going to be Josh Rogers moving forward to 4th place in the standings.
Yeah, Darren McCormack down to 5th, which I did say yesterday, he's actually would have been kind of happy. I think really coming into this, though, all of those expectations will have changed. Yovski, though, with a look down the inside of the Ascari chicane. That was never really going to work. He gave it a look, backed out of it, and said, look, there is one more lap of this championship, of this major, of this event left to go. I've got my time.
Absolutely, he has 4.5 seconds now between Cincic and Rogers. They must start to realise that their moment is very, very soon around the corner. Just one more trip around this circuit for Marcel Cincic to take this title. The pressure on him must be unbelievable. The gap, of course, comfortable, but his heart must be pounding.
Well, this is what I mean. These will be the longest few laps of his career. But to be fair, like I say, he's got so much of a gap to deal with. If he had a car right up and were a second off, yeah, he'd be thinking about every single mistake. He's got 4.5 seconds around the track he's confident at. He's just driving, he's just ticking off laps. You can see the entirety basically of RHG and such behind him, and rightfully so. It'll be a big moment. I'm sure there'll be massive hugs. Look at, this is a team that support each other. Look at how Erhan Janowski felt when he was denied pole position at the Nürburgring. Who was he denied by? It was Marcel Czincik. Was he happy, sad, or whatever? He was well happy that he saw his teammate going up to the front.
Tyrrell McCormack is very close to Yuri Toman at the moment in that battle for third place just behind him. That battle is not going to commence for the moment. It's all about this man. Marcel Czincik is still leading this race. He's in finalist mode. He only needs one more win to take the Spring Major of 2023. Right now, he's only got 4 more corners to go. The Ascari chicane, followed by the Parabolica, and 45,000 euros is his.
Yeah, it has been a long journey. It began all the way back in Katowice, back in February. He looked strong through all that. He grabbed podiums left, right, and centre. Coming into the weekend, we knew he had a strong position. The Audi R8's been good. The team has been good. They were denied the team's championship, but they wanted to come out on top drivers' style. And Marcel Czincik, after 8 thrilling races here in the ESL R1 Major, is going to come through the Parabolica, and he is to be crowned our first champion. It is Marcel Czincik with 45,000 extra dollars, with a trophy as well and a championship. It is Czincik on top in the most incredible style.
Fully deserved. And look at the emotion down there as well.
Absolutely amazing.
Your Spring Major champion, Marcel Czincik. I go over to celebrate with Erhan Janowski as